Hey fam, it's Tony with Catfish Hunting Club. Um, you see me focusing a lot on broadheads, the front end of the arrow and those kind of performance. Now I'm going to start trying to dabble into showing a little bit of the back end of the arrow. Believe it or not, as small as my channel is, I've actually had a couple of requests to show them what my thoughts are on vanes because people are building their setups for this coming season. And I know we're getting kind of down to the wire. We all need to be shooting with what we're going to be hunting with by now, in my opinion. But yeah, so I've got, let's see, 6 different vanes that I'm going to cover for you in some kind of detail and give you a little, just give you a little glimpse, maybe save you a couple bucks and a little bit of headache of trying to figure out what you want to shoot with. So we'll get into that here in a little bit. And if you get the chance, maybe throw me a like, subscribe, and help me grow this channel because honestly, it's kind of fun to do. And we all want to reach that goal, or at least I do. I want to reach that goal of hunting for a living. I'll do this going from lightest to heaviest as best I can. Now, what I did was I weighed these vanes alone, doing a 3 vane weight and then a 4 vane weight. And starting with the lightest, we've got the tack driver 1.75, and that is this little guy right here. Your tack drivers are a little bit stiffer, and that helps with your faster setups. But your weight on those, 3 of them was 7.6 grains, 4 of them was 10.2 grains. Now, obviously, there's going to be a little bit of variance with all of these, but, we do what we can with what we got, right? Next, we have the Boning Air. Where are those at? Now, these look pretty slick. I'd never seen these before. A lot of these I picked up at Lancaster Archery. And I'm using Adams Precision Archery wraps for most of these. Actually, all of these. With the exception of the Ultra, I left a couple of them as is from factory. See how those shoot. I actually know how they shoot. I've shot them quite a few times. And kind of jumping ahead a little bit, the Ultras seem to, I don't know if this is true or not, but they seem to come with Boning blazer vanes just marked with the Ultra logo. They weigh about the same. Good looking blazers. We all know blazers fly pretty daggone good. Boning Air, let me step back to that. The Boning Air, 3 of those, 13.2 grains for 3. And 4 of them was 18 grains for 4. So those and the tack drivers, really light. If you want to focus on your FOC, that's the way to go. And then your, where did they go? Oh, I don't have those written down, but we can do that real quick. I'll turn the scale on and let you know. Your Boning blazer vanes, bam, 20 grains for 3 on the Boning blazer, and 26.4 for 4 of them. Next, we have the DCA Mini Saber. Now, I have put these on some of my Easton Full Metal Jacket arrows, and they steer really well. They say you should have a 2-degree offset minimum, I believe, with these DCA sabers. I think that goes for the mini and full size, but all of these are set up with a 1.5 degree offset to the left with a left helical. Your DCA mini sabers, 3 of those, 17.6 grains, and 4 of them 23 grains. So you're getting a little heavier there. The next one that I will cover is actually what I have preferred for a while now, because I typically shoot the UltraView UV1K and I use their vanes. And I haven't shot all of these yet. The mini sabers, they're fairly quiet. The Bonings, they're fairly quiet. But I'm going to tell you right now, these UV1Ks, as of right now, these are the quietest thing I've never heard. See what I did there? Dad jokes for everybody. 3 of those, you're looking at 22 grains. 4 of those, you're looking at 29.4 grains. And then last but not least for this evening, where did it go? We have, this one is new to me. This is the Q2 Archery Fusion X2. Now these are a good looking vane. I really like the way that matte black kind of really matches up with my with the Ultra Arrow. You know, Ultra Arrows are good looking, pretty solid performance. I've shot quite a few of them. I get a pretty good deal on them from a local archery shop. As per MFJJ's instruction, I do try to shop local always, and I do always try to buy American made, but in some instances that's just not possible. So anyway, these are the heaviest we'll be testing, and they are 23.8 grains for 3, so well over a grain and a half heavier. They're 1.8 grains heavier than the next heaviest, which is the Ultra Views, and then 4 of those is 31.8 grains. So when you're setting your arrow up for FOC, make damn sure you are paying attention to how you cut your arrow and what kind of tip you want to put up front, inserts, outserts, extra weights, whatnot. That's just some stuff that you really got to think about as you're building your arrows. And then this one right here, notice there's no vanes on this one yet. What's going to be going on this one is due to arrive tomorrow. I just saw them about a week ago. It is the, what is it, the One Wing from One Archery. I apologize if I'm butchering the name, but I will come back in and clean that up as soon as I remember. All right, so I just checked it out, and it is the One Wing from One Arrow Archery. I don't have a weight on it yet, but I did watch another fella out on YouTube, Dan Staten from Elk Shape. I watched him test them out in some crazy wind, and they seem to do all right. And they appear to be really easy to install. You don't need glue or anything. It looked like he just used isopropyl alcohol and got it wet and then slid it down over the shaft, and it just hung on. And then he got it wet again and he pulled it right back off so he could put it on another arrow if he needed to. And I thought that was just too cool not to try. So that'll be in here tomorrow according to the shipping status. And once I have them, I will go ahead and put a weight to those so everybody knows. But with those, you put on one of them. It's kind of akin to your shrink wrap vanes, where you just they come ready to go with the vanes attached. You put it in some boiling water and it melts down to your arrow shaft and you're ready to go. But that's that. Now, for an honorable mention, I got some of these Jet 6 from Korean Archery, and I'm not smart enough to put these on. I'm gonna have to look up how to put these on, but these are really tiny. Oh, there we go. Really tiny and really lightweight. I mean, these things are crazy light. One of them is 0.8 grains. And they have this kind of these little stickers. It seems like it's a little two-sided tape that you have to get on here and use that to put them on your arrow. Now, if I'm real, it's not just that I couldn't figure out how to put them on. It's when I tried the sausages here. A little tough to work with that two-sided tape. You know what I'm saying? The bigger dudes out there know what I'm talking about. But anyway, if I do get those figured out, I'll include those in the test because they're kind of intriguing. They've got kind of a little curve to the back end of them. Look like they might help provide a little extra spin, but also do they cause parachuting, or how well do they hold up on bows that shoot really fast? I'll be shooting ultra arrows for all of these. I'm using a 300 spine, and I say spine, but these are ultra arrows, and they don't really have a spine, do they? They've got that spine-free technology or whatever it is. But either way, they're a good arrow. They work really well. They hold groups really nicely from the factory. I haven't cut any of them down yet, but that'll happen before too long. And they use these aluminum inserts you know, and you can take and add weight through these little critters right here. They just screw on into the back. So if you need a little extra FOC, you can add extras of these. And yeah, so really, that's all I've got for tonight, y'all. And we'll have this test coming up here soon. The intention is I've got 3 arrows each set up with a certain type of vane. So like these, your tack driver 1.75s. I'll shoot 3 of these for a group, take a little break so my aim isn't off, and then I'll grab the next 3, shoot them for a group, see how they do. And most likely what I'll do, just to save some time on the video, is I will just kind of show the pictures, maybe maybe a little bit of video showing them hitting the target, but I won't waste your time like I am now with all this babbling, because God knows we live in a short attention span society, which I'm one of those. So anyway, if you guys have anything that you'd like to see me test, give a shout out, throw a comment on here. Let me know. I'm not beyond buying a little extra. Oh, and I'm actually going to be using broadheads, not field tips, because I want to see how well these vanes steer my broadheads. Now, I will wait if I have to make sure it's a nice wind-free day. But for testing, I'll be using the Expire Archery broadhead. It's got a nice wide cross section as far as broadheads go. And these things just work. On my UltraView arrows, they do great. I don't want to, you know, beat a dead horse saying that field point accuracy and all that. That'll be another video to show exactly what field point accuracy means. Once I've gotten out past 60 yards with some of these, even mechanicals, you'll watch them drop off for whatever reason. I haven't figured it out yet. Not smart enough for that mess. But, you know, that's why you broadhead tune. Because if you don't, you're going to take a 70-yard shot and you're going to miss your animal. But anyway, like I said, if there's anything you want to see me test, you know, so you don't have to spend the money, put that on me. So far, my wife hasn't beat me. You know, let me know, and we'll see if we can't get it and get a test for you guys. But thanks for your time, and y'all have a good one.